In the next 2 decades, nearly half of the jobs we have today are going to be automated by robots. So does this mean that robots will take over our jobs? Well, not quite right. Turns out that introducing such robots directly creates job opportunities that require a specific skill. Now here's my question. Are we preparing the students of today to meet those kind of jobs? To answer that, my partner and I have been teaching robotics for the past 4 years, and we've realized that students at a certain point drop out and stop learning robotics because of how complex suddenly the tools have become, and thus don't acquire the required skill. And we created a solution to that, presenting Cherpa, an online platform that teaches robotics to youth in a fun and interactive way. Here's how it works. Students start by selecting one of the many available courses available, and the platform, with the help of a virtual instructor, guides them how to build the circuit, code it, checks for errors, and at the end, the students enter a virtual world that interacts with the physical circuit in front of them. And since robotics is altering every field in our lives, we have the ability to demonstrate applications of robots in medicine, industry, assistance, and hazardous work. So is there a market for all this? Well, the global robotics market is $82.7 billion, growing at a rate of 17% annually. We're targeting this market by directly contacting educational institutions and setting an ambassadors program. We have 4 bundles as a revenue model, and targeting either parents that want to introduce robotics to their children or educational institutions that want to teach robotics to their students. We do have competition, whether it's online like Circuits.io and Tinker, or offline like books, but they both don't meet the 4 requirements into running a fun, smart, and an effective classroom. We've gathered all the experience we got from teaching robotics into one full platform. We're still teaching to it today, meaning we have the ability to test directly our solution with students. And most importantly is that our platform is compatible with pre-existing kits in the market, so we don't manufacture our kits. So this is highly scalable. Behind all this madness is a passionate and experienced team ready to take this into a global product. And we're now piloting with 5 schools. We're launching in February 2018. We've gained lots of local, regional, and international recognition, most recently winning winners of the Best Youth Startup in JITEX Dubai. But we need your help. We're looking to raise $500,000 to expand in the MENA region and help recruit a bigger team. We're not here to change the world. We're here to provide the necessary tools for the youth, for them to become a generation of problem solvers, critical thinkers, and innovators. And they are the ones who will change the world. Thank you.
Well, first of all, that was exactly 3 minutes. We're all amazed. I mean, I'm just seeing the signals from here. All right, I'll open it up for questions from the judges in any order. Let's start with Yelda first, and then we can rotate.
Thank you, Ibrahim. I really enjoyed that. So my question to you is, as a venture fund, when we look at companies, obviously, if they're later stage, there are some key metrics that we look at, you know, your monthly average users, your revenues, but obviously you're much earlier at this stage in your company's growth. So we like to look at people. So I'd like you to tell me a bit about yourself. So what drives you? What's your passion? What is it that made you get into robotics? What will happen when, you know, things are no longer fun, they become more challenging? How are you going to convince me that you're the right person to work 24/7 for the next 5-10 years and make this company into a very successful one?
So when I was young, both my partner and I were building and tinkering like robots and doing some fun stuff together. And later on, when I traveled and seen that factories like Volkswagen and Lego, I've seen like robots are taking over all the place, and there are no humans over there. And just thinking about it makes me, first of all, scared that where are the humans, and second, that I realized that the humans are actually coding those robots. And so all this passion that my partner and I had, from building robots and seeing that robots is literally changing the way we work every day, makes me think that we should create this opportunity to teach all the students about this and let them acquire this skill. That's one. Second, we've been teaching robotics for the past 4 years, and just seeing the results of the students after we teach them is just amazing. This is, I mean, what keeps us moving forward. Just seeing the results, the unexpected results from the students, and just seeing them innovating and changing at least the world or their room around them is just something that drives us at least forward.
Sharbil, and I just introduced a new rule, very quick questions and very quick answers.
A lot of governments in the region are trying to push technology and coding as a way to groom the next generation of talent in every country. We've seen this with 1 million coder, for example, in the UAE and others. Have you thought of looking at these programs and potentially partnering with them as a way to scale very quickly in key markets in the region, especially that some of these programs are directly embedded in curricular at schools?
Definitely, that's our plan for when we launch. So we are going to target institutions that already exist and they have all the network and partners with whether schools or other educational institutions, and have like a specific number of target that they want to reach. And just like one partnership will get us so many users. And this is very easy and very effective, and makes it easier for us to go to the market faster.
So which market would be your priority one?
So we're first piloting in Lebanon, but we're moving to Dubai the next year.
Very quick. My question is subjective because I run an education company. It seems that I might have missed it in your presentation, but there is no collaboration part in your product. Well, what I'm seeing is that more and more companies are looking for the collaboration skill in people they hire. So how do you intend to put collaboration in your product?
So the first, there's one mission we have, multiple missions. So one mission, as an example, is that we have students. We show the students how robots in a factory work, and so we give in one classroom. Every student has his own robot that he has to code and build, and so the addition and the merge of all the students' code will result in the manufacture of like one car, and seeing how the collaboration works to manufacture one car, and the success of the collaboration works. So definitely, this is one thing that we've already embedded in the platform. And we support, even, we used to do it manually, so now we're just automating in the platform.
All right, thank you, Ibrahim.
Thank you.